Hi, this is the second time me filming this, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit like okay, before I actually start, I just want to say that I finally have a Facebook page, so the link is in the description if you want to like it. And when I say want to like it, I mean you will like it, okay? Just kidding. Well, okay, so I'm just going to show you my art stuff. This is the box it comes in. Okay, what do we have in here? Oh god. We have a pencil case. This just has random stuff in. This is my tiny little watercolour palette, Winsor and Newton. I've had this since college, so for about 6 years. Ta-da! It's been well loved. That's a really nice watercolour palette to have. What else do I have in here? I've got mechanical pencils. These are what I use for doing outlines for stuff. These are the best pencils to use. I personally recommend them because they're always sharp, because you just do that. They are quite thin, so you can get a good detail in there. They're light, so you know you're not, if you go over it, you're not going to really see the pencil lines too much. Easy to rub out, and they've got rubber at the end, so you know, can't really go wrong there. Really dirty, disgusting skin tone crayon thing. I have skin tone Copic markers and skin tone pastel pencils. So I have everything in here, skin coloured. So there we go. Now, watercolour palette just fits really nicely into any pencil case, so there's a win-win in it. I have, I'll show you this first. A tissue box which I turned into a pencil / pen box / nail varnish brush box for detail. So I've got my Sharpies in here, biros, fine liners, more Copic skin colours, even though that's a weird skin colour, and more mechanical pencils. That's kind of a bit boring, really. I have a body wash. Like, I got some body wash that came in this, and I have now turned it into a ta-da paintbrush holder. Very soft paintbrushes. So there's nothing interesting there. That one's dried out though. Can you hear that? It's just crisp. It's just crisp. Then I have, you probably remember these from my first video showing my binaural microphone, my glitter glue tops. Not really anything to say about them, they're just glitter and gluey. So there we go. I also have a random pencil case full of random pencils. Top layer is colouring, just normal standard colouring pencils. Then underneath we have normal different thicknesses, like 2H, 2B, that kind of 6B, whatever. And then watercolour pencils. Nothing really interesting there either. And I know what some of you are waiting to see. My Copic pens. Well, you'll have to wait, okay? Because I'm going to be mean and save them till last. These are Copic multiliners. These weren't actually a bad price considering how much their sketch pens go for. We'll get to that in a minute. So you've got really thin ones. This is a 0.05, so look at that. I don't know if you can see it. I can't really get any closer because it's just blur. I can't figure out how to set this camera to everything in focus, and my brother's at work, so I can't ask him. Just swallowed really loudly. But anyway, so the tip is just like almost non-existent. And we have all the way up to a BS, which must stand for bullshit. That is just a normal, you know, well, it's not normal, but thicker liner. I think they were like 20 something pound, which is not bad for all of that. And we got the big daddy watercolor palette. Like so. Winsor and Newton again, obviously. I think you've seen this before if you've been watching my videos for a while. I did a video just unwrapping them because I thought it'd be quite relaxing. It was relaxing for you, but it wasn't for me. Ta-da! I love looking at stuff like this. It's just like amazing. This was like 30 something pound, I think, or maybe more, but I got it for Christmas. And it was on sale, I think. Which is really good for all of that, considering they'll probably last you a really long time, depending how much you paint, I guess. So for me, they'll last me a lifetime, because I've been really slack in the drawing department. I just want to say as well about the Facebook page thing. Please have a look at the art Facebook page, which I always link below. But don't just look at my stuff, look at my friend's stuff as well. She works really hard to do that, and she's always doing commissions and things. She, a month, 3 weeks ago, was in hospital for 8 days having her baby. She went through a really tough time. I don't obviously want to give details out, but she obviously put on her page like, oh, I'm having a baby, you know, and it's being shit. The baby not being shit, the whole experience. And so, you know, I'm not going to be putting stuff on my page. Then when she actually comes back to it and checks how it's doing and everything, people have unliked it because she's been not putting as much stuff on there. And I think, how heartless and petty is that? She's been in hospital having a baby. Sorry, the phone's ringing. And it's just ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? So anyway, if you like her stuff and you want to buy stuff, that's great, do it. Because she, yeah, and I kind of feel like I've let her down because I am admin on her page and I haven't done anything on it for ages. Anyway, pastel pencils. Voila. Not much to say about these really. Colour stuff in, smudgy. Fantastic. I got them years ago, so I have no idea how much they were. These ones though, I think they were like 30 something pounds. These are Inktense. They're similar to watercolour pencils, but they're just slightly more Inktense. Really good at just making things darker, richer in colour and everything. I think I did the, I know I did the tortoise painting that was sold, you know, with the frog sitting on top of it, serenading his lady frog. I did that with these. And normal watercolours. So that's them. I've spent quite a lot of money on art stuff, I must say. So I should really get back into it because it's a waste having it sitting here. Oh, and there is a sketchbook in here actually. There isn't a lot in this though, I know already. I hardly ever go in here because if I want to rip something out, it's just a bit of a nightmare. It's a picture I drew of my mum asleep. Sorry if it's really bright and you can't really see anything. Let me just do something about that. know if that's a little better. We have a random elf lady, and there are eyes and a nose and mouth appearing underneath her because obviously I drew something and rubbed it out, but it didn't work very well. That was me testing out my Copic markers. Picture of my legs, as you do. See, this is what I mean. I ripped this out, and it's just very jaggedy up there. So this was done with watercolour in the background, and this is the butterflies, the Copic markers with some glitter on. So I was kind of thinking of maybe trying to put it up for sale, but it's not exactly amazing. And anyway, the Copics. When some of you said, I want to see your Copics, you've already seen them in another video, so I don't really know what you mean. But this is them. And I have a ruler in there, by the way, that's what that is. Yeah, basically, all the colours. These are the sketch ones. Now, I personally think the sketch ones are better. They're the ones with the super brush on the end. I originally did get ones which weren't sketch, and then had to return them because they didn't have the super brush, which I'll show you. It's sort of like a paintbrush looking thing. So one end you have a marker on there, like that, and one you have a super brush. Okay, I don't know if I'm in focus, I think so. But there's 72 colours there, and yeah. Right, let me just break it to you how much these were. Ridiculous, basically. They were, can't remember if it was dollars or pounds, I think it was dollars. $200? Or was it 200? It was 200 and something, can't remember what. Reduced, okay, they were reduced. And that's ridiculous. I spent £200, whatever it was, on pens. They're felt tip pens, guys, and I appreciate that people say they're amazing or whatever. They are not worth $200. They are just pens. Yes, they blend, and yes, they're good, and blah blah blah. They're just not worth the price tag. I can't ever justify spending that much on pens. I must have had a blackout and just like ordered it without even knowing, because you could buy a lot with $200, you know. And okay, they do come out nice, but I feel like, would any other pen come out worse, or that much worse? So that's my Copic. These are the set A pens. I don't know if I already said that. You can get set B with different colours in, and these are just like all the basic ones, I think, really, so all the different colours that you'll probably never use. I will actually go through some of my drawings. I wasn't going to because I didn't think I had any, but then I remembered I do have some on my Facebook page that I could show you. And when I say that I could show you, I mean in real life. Can I just start actually off by saying they will recommend a Copic sketchbook, which I bought. Not impressed. Not impressed. As an artist, I always think my paper should be thick, but this is not thick. I mean, look. It's flimsy as hell, and apparently it's bleed proof, which I appreciate. but I'm just not that impressed with it. I don't see why you need to buy special paper for it, because as I will show you now, I've done some Copic colouring on the standard kind of paper that you would use if you were an arty person, and it's absolutely fine. Example 1. Okay, maybe it doesn't blend as well as it would on that paper, but this is my little picnic, well, it's not a picnic, but get together scene between a hedgehog, her friend Bug and ants. Well, actually it's her friend Ant, but with her family, because it's at Ant's house. So that's that one. And that looks fine, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's not, and it's thick. It's thick, normal paper, which you would expect. This wasn't done with Copics, but it's there, so I'll show it. This is really thick paper. These are my teapots. Tumbling teapots with tea running down. And no, that's not actually real tea, but look at that. Looks like it's jumping out at you. Whoa. Anyway, this is a picture that I started years ago, and I decided to just colour it in and add to it. This is a fairy. I call it Fairy to Hell. You know, like Stairway to Hell, but nothing like it. Because she's getting dragged to hell, because I'm morbid. And that is that one. These are all for sale on my Facebook page. But they're just not being sold. This is one which it's a bit boring, really. This is If Opportunity Doesn't Knock, Build a Door, and she's just built a door. I think it's a bit boring and plain, to be fair. I'm not really selling it, but I'm not necessarily trying to. Just want to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I don't think I finished it now that I think about it. The tree looks like it could do more brown on it, but that's that one. This is one I think would be quite cool when it's finished, which is probably going to be never. Look at that, see? Basically my idea was, I don't know if you can tell very well, this is all ripped that I've just stuck back, because basically the elephant is jumping out of the paper chasing butterflies, which will also be in 3D if I actually get around to doing the butterflies. So that's what that looks like. And obviously when I actually get around to finishing it, it'll go into a box frame, I think, so that you still get the 3D look. And that's just, I just stuck her on using a, I don't know if you ever did it in school or whatever, like literally just got a piece of paper and fold it zigzagged sort of thing, and then it creates a whatever. Oh, that's it. Is it? Yeah. Oh, and a sketch random thing I did ages ago. Frog under a flower umbrella. Anyway, so they're all on the Facebook thingy, and also check out my ASMR Attack Facebook page. It's looking a bit sad at the moment because there's only like 24 likes on there, I think, because I just put it on Twitter, and they're the only people who cared on Twitter, I guess. 14 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna leave you. Love you and leave you. Bye. Bye's always awkward, aren't they? Okay, see you later.